have our Turkish coffee in a sieve. Peaberry coffee from Kauai, the largest coffee plantation
Peaberry
in America.
coffee.
We'll be making it in a sieve, Turkish style. So, we're going to put our coffee in, put a little bit of sugar, we're going to add in our water. It's not a lot, but we're making enough for 2 cups. Just going to fill it up to the top. So we're getting all the sediment. I'm actually going to put it in the cups.
So you just scoop it out?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only filtration?
Looks like, caca.
You caca in our cup?
Yeah, bro.
Oh. First time making drugs on the podcast.
Making that heroin. Waiting for it to start boiling. Okay, so we're going to pour about half of what's in here into our cups. Not pouring all of it yet. I'm gonna put it in these little cute little guys right there. Aww, and a little dessert tray and everything. Wow. We now have our Turkish coffee on our nice little serving tray.
Props to Eris, by the way, for this totes adorbs serving tray.
So I got the coffee that we're using from Kauai, where I just got back from. And if you guys are curious to learn more about Hawaiian coffee, I made a whole vlog about it for my coffee podcast. So definitely check that out. We'll just pretend that that is full of
Turkish
treats. Turkish Delight. Wow, you're paying attention. Look at this guy. So, Stranger Things. Why are we doing a Stranger Things theme? I don't know.
The whole episode.
We'll find out later. Let's try the coffee.
Oh, yeah, I've been waiting.
Okay, so we're going to give a little... Wait. Do you want to lead this coffee tasting? Do you want me to do it, or do you want to do it?
Smell, slurp, locate.
And D. There's a D word. It's not dick.
There's a big old D in
Come
there.
on. You got this. Describe. There you go. Let's do the smell. Oh, that smells so good. So this is a peaberry coffee too, which means that it's made from the specific pea berries, which are in every bag of coffee, but they're like a deformed type of coffee. But as a result, they're more expensive. People think, I know, keep it nice and warm and everything.
Got a hat.
A lot of people say that peaberry coffee tastes better than normal coffee. I've tried them side by side, and I noticed a little bit of a difference. It's a little bit smoother, a little bit sweeter, in my opinion. You do get a little bit of sediment. Not gonna lie, I don't love it, but that is the Turkish style.
Dude, that's very smooth.
Oh, it is. It's so smooth, right?
Some bitter fucking coffee.
So we made this in a sieve.
Moroccan coffee.
When you're making it, it's actually in a copper sieve, as you guys saw at the beginning of the video. You know, boils it. You take a little bit of the grounds out, and you're putting it in the cups. So it's actually boiling while it's sitting in the cup too.
Be up all freaking night.
Oh yeah, bro. Actually, it's only like 2 or 3 ounces. Shouldn't be that bad. Sediment's getting me too. Want to try it with the brownie? I think this is edible. This little VHS player. Okay.
Yeah, I think we can get this in shot. We got Stranger Things.
We got our Surfer Boy pizza too. You're gonna lose all of those all over the floor. Okay. So let's try this.
Stranger Things VHS brownie.
Okay. Well, the VHS doesn't really break apart super well. That's okay. The chocolate's pretty good with it. I mean, I do like the chocolate with that for sure.
I made a huge mess.
You did. You really did. Mine's like more or less one piece, and I don't know what happened to your brownie. You're only on your first cup too.
Dude,
I don't think it's gonna get better. Let's do a little bit of creamer. We're gonna pretend like we didn't put cream in our coffee. But we're doing what are we doing? Mocha? Cafe mocha.
I love that.
Is this gonna have chunks or anything in it? No, we're good. That looks fine.
Oh my god. Should we talk about that? We'll save that.
We'll save that for the podcast. Jay had a little surprise a couple minutes ago. Here, I just did a little, but I think this will add some flavor and bring out some of the chocolate, especially with the brownie.
That VHS thing, it sucks.
It's not great. I don't like it. I'm kind of going to move it out of the way and just bite the brownie. Just because it's edible doesn't mean it's enjoyable. Oh, I put a little bit of.
But like it
creamer in
looks
your
bigger.
coffee.
And it's all at the bottom like an undertow. I guess undertow would be on top.
Oh, wait, you gotta do your pinky out. Yep.
That's bomb as fuck.
That's not bad, and I don't even like coffee that much. That's pretty good.
I'd drink like 8 ounces of that without the grounds.
So what are we thinking on this? 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10? Well, I'm the Kauai and the peaberry specifically.
Bro, I'm feeling like 9.3 out of 10.
That's what I'm thinking, like a 9.3, 9.4.
4. Dude, that was
9.5. Honestly, that's pretty good.
Good.
I just wish it didn't have the grounds in it.
I was expecting the bitterness of an espresso shot.
Yeah,
But like
so
it goes right down.
Honestly, and I feel like if you filtered out some of the coffee grounds, it's just not the proper way to do it. But
Turkish coffee, wow.
Pretty good.
But the presentation as well.
And it doesn't take that long to make it. It's about as long as making a French press.
Americans don't know how to do coffee.
No. Or like, let's get a fucking Trinta coffee and pour some cream in it, add some vanilla, and you're
blend
set.
it with caramel. That's why we do it.
Dairy Queen, basically. Glorified Dairy Queen. You want to put your lid back in?
Welcome back to the Garden Shed podcast.
Shed.
The number one podcast in the world.
Number one.
Tell your moms.
Make sure to tell them. And your grandmas.
And your aunts.
And your sisters. Any cute girls in your life, basically.
All the women.
So, we started off today with our coffee tasting. So, I wanted to give Jay here a little surprise. We normally wait, but it's kind of related. Close your eyes.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Close your eyes.
Whoa.
Close your eyes. Are you kidding me?
Sorry.
It's not a surprise. No, I'm just kidding. You still have no idea what the fuck this is. You can look. Look. For the wall.
Whoa.
It's a coffee bag from
wow.
Kauai. And it's got the little surfboards and everything on it.
Dude, that's really cool.
Alright. We can hang that up somewhere, maybe for the guest area.
That is effing dope.
Pretty dope, right? Pretty dope.
Wow, it's got the ocean.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
So we got a lot planned out for you guys today. We got some Stranger Things going on. We also got some Star Wars going on. What's our cape? That's gonna be too itchy. Oh, like when you get a haircut, you have all the hair like on your fucking back. Yeah.
Hawaii all over it.
It smells good though, huh?
Kinda.
Well, I mean, it smells like old moldy coffee bag, but for as good as that can be. I'm kind of getting hungry. What do you think if we order some Surfer Boy pizza?
I'm starving, dude. Let's get pizza.
Let's do it then, dude. What the fuck are we doing?
We're calling the number. So this is a mainly Stranger Things and Obi-Wan Star Wars based episode.
Yeah, let's see.
Surfer Boy Pizza, this is Argyle speaking. We make everything fresh here at Surfer Boy except for our pineapple, which comes from a can. Can you hold it? Or Chacho, I just got another order before this dude on hold called. It's super specific, like very specific. You ready? Okay, so first, it's going to be a 6-inch crust, and it's got to be super yellow. I don't know. Don't ask me, man. That's what they said, okay? Now then, we got to get the red sauce, okay? Just up to the edge on the crust, so don't go over. And next, they want, and this is really important, 4 chunks of white mozzarella, 3 habaneros, nice and
No
bright
habanero.
orange, 2 green
bit of
pepper
habanero, I
slices.
think.
Gotta let that habanero sing, man.
Yeah, dude.
And then just one piece of blue
Uno.
cheese on top.
Oh.
Now I know it's strange.
I just
Blue
won.
cheese is damn near mold, but hey, have you tried it? Try it before you deny, bro.
Your mold story here in a minute.
Okay, that's all I got.
God.
You get the order? Yeah? Cool. Okay, sorry, bro, Chacha. Thanks for waiting.
Fucking hungry?
What?
We better get a pizza.
What
30
the
minutes or less.
fuck?
We better get a goddamn pizza.
I don't care if it has habaneros anymore. Just
Mm.
it better come.
Surfer Boy. You know what? These cookies aren't bad though. These Surfer Boy cookies.
Oh, those are real good. Stranger Things cookies with gummies and stuff,
Mm.
in a cute little box.
Little Sour Patch Kids.
We got the other Surfer Boy DiGiorno's,
Oh, and we got
but we ordered fresh.
our boy with sunglasses you can cut out.
Yeah, dude.
What?
I got we got some for the whole crew.
Bro, we could have been wearing shades this whole
I
time.
know.
Are you kidding me?
We're short on time.
Okay.
I'm living that married life again.
Your place is nice. So Jay has a new place. Moved into a little cute, quaint apartment. It's nice though, and he's a little interior decorator now. I didn't see that coming.
Dude, I cook, I clean, I decorate, I install curtains.
Wow.
I'm a new man.
You're a little whipped. That's cute though. A little pussy whipped.
Yeah. Okay.
We got some different things we're gonna talk about today. I think we're gonna go ahead and just cut to our intro because we're still waiting on our pizza, and then we'll go ahead and start talking about
Honestly,
some of the things we're gonna hit on.
I love our little intro. It's cute. It's got It's got like over a year of.
I know we can add new stuff to it too, though. Oh, you know what? Before we cut to the intro, I want to let all of our audio listeners know we're going to be switching to a new RSS feed. If you're watching on YouTube, this doesn't affect you, but audio listeners, we're going to be on Acast now. What does that mean? Doesn't matter. Some dude we're casting. I don't know. But that just means that we are going to have to re-upload all of our video or all of our audio, and I'm actually going to be remastering all of it so it won't sound like shit. And then we'll have some better audio.
Yeah, so we're basically restarting our whole audio.
Yeah, we're just going to re-upload it. So basically, if you're following us right now on there, you're just going to have to find the new one when it comes out. It's still going to be the same thing, Garden Shed Productions or Garden Shed Podcast. And then you'll just follow that new one. All the audio will be there. It'll be remastered. So
you ever
wanna
go back to listen to like
listen to
episode 2, it's going to sound so much better.
It's going to sound way better. I know what I'm doing now.
Yeah. And we have found a better website, everything he said.
Yeah. For any potential podcasters out there or people that already are podcasting, I highly recommend Acast. No, I'm not being paid to advertise for them. I just think they're dope as hell because it's free and that's for life. Right now, we're paying for a different website. I think we're paying like student fees, like $5 a month for a student one.
It's RSS.com.
And you have to pay for it for the rest of your life. So even if we stop podcasting, say in 10 years or whatever it is, you're going to be paying for that until the day you die. And then it won't exist anymore as soon as payments stop. This one is free for life, and I assume to death. So forever.
Acast.
Yeah, Acast. Definitely
Find the Garden Shed Podcast on Acast.com.
So, intro.
Roll the intro.
We're waiting on our pizza. Oh, we got a little rain going on. Dude, and it's New Mexico. When the fuck do we ever get rain?
Dude, the last 2 days was really awesome.
It's felt like Hawaii. Like I left a rainy place and I came back home and
we
it's
got
just
the
a rainy
monsoon
place now.
finally late.
It's well deserved though. New Mexico is needed.
So it hasn't rained in like 3 months. And now it's rained for like 3 days in a row, and the whole state
Which is really good,
like
though.
We're all praying to the rain gods. Like yes.
Hi, how? Yeah, dude. No, it's
everywhere.
great.
No, I go to Albertsons, Walmart, the hair salon. Starbucks.
And it's been scorching lately.
Everybody,
too.
oh my god, I love the rain.
Dude, it has been like 100 degrees this past week.
Yeah, it was, actually.
And we have a low.
103.
Here we are. We're so boring. We're talking about the weather.
We're old white men.
we could roll like the news segment right here. No, it's going to be like 69 degrees later this week, though. I think like this coming Wednesday?
It was 69 degrees earlier when I got here.
69. Yeah. That'd be cool.
But it was like 100 the other day. Okay, anyway. What are we working on first today?
So we were going to talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi, Stranger Things, and then we had a couple other things to hit. So it's up to you, I guess. Do you want to hit Stranger Things, or do you want to hit Star Wars?
So let's appreciate all the crap I brought out here. We got the Surfer Boy pizza. I have pop vinyls for the entire Stranger Things.
Don't move.
You turned against me, brother. Together.
You were my brother, Anakin!
You betrayed me!
We got
together.
Stuff. Props.
We can rule
we got set pieces. This does a thing. That's a thing. I don't know. We got a like fucking duel going on. We got our comic books. We got our like racer. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
What? They got the chessboard in there.
It makes you want to be a kid all over again.
Dude, I would.
Oh, and then don't forget we got Mr. Luke over here. He's just always chilling.
Luke Skywalker.
in his little uniform.
Dude, this is sick.
Right?
Oh,
We just
I
need the
would've-
gun. We don't have to turn
Or-
anymore.
If I was a little kid.
Oh,
This is in good condition. Mine would have been
know.
all beat up.
Yeah.
Would have been on a lot of missions. Smuggling missions.
Oh, you know what didn't last for me was the Transformer toys. I don't know why, dude. I got so mad at them. They like wouldn't work. I'm like, toy,
Ripping-
and I'd like break the fuck out of it.
Rip-
All my other stuff though,
Leg
it's
up.
still doing pretty good. Still doing pretty good. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be gentle with our stuff.
What? Who is it? Was that pizza? There was just a knock on the door.
Surfer Boy Pizza, I
Could
got
it
a
be?
delivery for Jay and Eris.
It's not delivered, it's DiGiorno.
Come on in.
Alright. What's up? Did you guys order a Supreme and a pepperoni?
That sounds correct. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
All right, we got pizza.
Got the Surfer Boy himself.
Hey, what are you doing right now? You busy?
No, what?
Wanna join us?
What's going on?
You ever been on a podcast?
No, bro.
Well, come over here, dude.
That's super dope, can I?
Yeah.
Hi.
I saw Papa Roach do that shit
Really?
to their song. Cut my life.
He did?
Fucking dude, I was like, are you shitting me right now? That's fucking dope. But yeah, he's all, cut my life into pieces. I was like, get this is my last. Yeah, I was like, no way. Never ever thought about doing that shit, but it was funny as fuck.
That's pretty funny. So this is not Argyle from Stranger Things.
What?
This is my mother. My one and only mother.
Hey, Mama J.
What's up?
Try to speak as clearly into the mic as you can, so that way we don't get too much room noise.
Yes, gotcha.
And then Jay and I will be over here, sharing our saliva and whatnot.
We're going to make out over here.
Oh,
In front of your
you
mother?
got a little gift from your mom right there.
Yes.
She brought gifts. She brought pizza.
Pizza, yo.
What more can you
Walmart.
ask for?
You asked for pizza?
So how long have you been delivering pizza?
For a couple years. I'm also a mom on the side.
Oh. So the pizzas come first, your son's second.
No, you guys come first. You know that.
I mean, pizza can come first. That's okay.
I do the pizza made out of love.
There you go.
I feed you out of love, like a mama bear.
Sprinkle a little bit of love on there. What
Right.
toppings you want? Yeah.
Eris, I fed you too, so you know it's out of love.
That's true. She feeds me every time I come over. Or at least offers. Most of the time I'm like, I'm not hungry. She's like, no, you gotta eat anyway.
Too bad. Eat.
Yeah.
It's a mom thing. It's a mom thing. How long you guys been doing this podcast?
That was a good question.
About 20 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the world's #1 podcast.
That's
Or
hilarious.
maybe 5 months.
What else are you guys talking about? I noticed.
Well, since we were all three of us witnessed, which one do you want me talking to?
You're talking into both. It doesn't matter at this point.
Okay.
He knows I have to edit it later. That's why he's asking. At this point, it doesn't matter.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna...
Yesterday, we both witnessed, or all three of us witnessed my horrific juice situation.
yeah.
We had some old juice in the fridge. I was going to finish it off. I didn't check the date. Shook it up a lot and then poured it into a cup. So it was like all swirling around, so I couldn't see the mold that was in there.
Oh, God.
And I took a fat gulp of the juice. And then I say
He got
to you,
some blue cheese
didn't I
in
say
his
to you,
cup.
Eris, I was like, ooh, it's kind of gnarly.
Yeah, but he still
I was like,
swallowed
ooh,
it
it's
anyway.
a little-
I mean, he's not a quitter.
It's a little
I'm
ripe.
proud of you.
I swallowed that shit.
But it's okay. You can spit sometimes.
And then I look into the cup, and up floats to the
Little
surface,
floaties.
like a blue and green mold spot. And I'm like,
It's almost like those coconut pieces you drink out of that coconut thing.
oh, I drank some other nasty shit. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got a pineapple coconut water, and it had
That
a
was
bunch
gross.
of
Yeah.
floaties in it. And I
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
just drank them.
It was gross.
There's a question what he swallows.
I don't
Just
know
puts
if
it
it
in
was,
his mouth,
Ugh.
swallows it on down.
I don't know if it was coconut or pineapple or what, but
The Sutton White.
I already pooped
don't
it out
know.
a long time ago. So
Did you make yourself yak?
no, not for that. So for the juice, I did. So
Oh, did you?
I got so paranoid over the juice.
Oh, God.
I was like, Mom, what do I do? Am I gonna die? And she had no answer for me. She was like, I don't know, you're fine.
So not only am I a mom, I'm also Dr. Mom.
You're Dr. Mom.
I
Exactly.
got the answer to
You're
every
a fucking nurse.
Oh, Dr. Mom, pizza delivery specialist.
pizza delivery. Yep.
Julie Uber. That's what I call
Julie
her.
Uber.
That's her alias, Julie.
Julie bus driver.
Julie's maid service. Julie bus driver.
Julie the cook.
Julie's delivery.
Yeah,
I do a lot.
better Julie.
My
better
resume is
pizza.
extensive.
So yeah, I drank the moldy juice. I made myself throw up,
Ugh.
and that's the moral of the story. Don't drink moldy juice.
And then drinks wine just a minute ago, and it's like, this
Always
tastes kind
check
of
the
weird.
always check the date.
yeah, and the wine tastes weird too. But I'm like,
You know what? At least wine is supposed to like age, though.
Maybe
So.
it sat there with the top off for a while.
Oh yeah, do that right in the mic. It's a nice ASMR for everyone.
Right.
Just trying to sleep right in your ear.
do we have any other questions from my mom?
What is your opinion on this most recent season? I know it's not done, but what we've seen so far of Stranger
It's
Things.
mad crazy. It's mad crazy, and it's very nostalgic for me because during that time period, in like what is it, 1986,
Mm-hmm.
that they're portraying, I was 10 years old. So like Roller King and all that stuff is like real, and the Vector or Vecna, he's like he's like Freddy Krueger of my time. You know what I'm saying? And he always came at
Jay,
you.
you stop touching that mic while she's talking?
Stop.
Because
touching
every
the
one of
mic.
those touches
Stop
is a
touching
bump.
the mic. What? No. But he's like, it's
Yes,
like Freddy Krueger. It's like a Freddy Krueger thing. It's pretty dope. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Did you guys see the teacher just chew me out in front of the whole class like that?
There you go.
Again.
Yeah. You know better. You're like the star pupil, and you're over here like, I'm gonna fuck with the mic because mom's drinking.
Taking advantage of being a teacher's pet. Sorry.
This is just the constant
This is internal
dynamic. though.
drama.
This
Don't
is the
worry about
constant dynamic.
Is this what you guys do when I'm cooking and doing laundry and whatnot?
Being a mom and delivering
Being-
pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Being Julie of multiple talents.
when I say, oh yeah, I'm out in the shed. This is what it is.
I'm editing.
I don't know because sometimes
For
I'm
5
out in the
hours?
shed. Sometimes I'm out in the shed is me getting snaps of him at 3 a.m. be like, hey guys, guess what? And he's like fucking playing fiddle with my fucking violin or something. I don't know. He's a cowboy.
There's a lot of instruments in here, so who knows?
He's making Dune TikToks or whatever he's doing.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about that.
It's always something.
Some of my old drunk snaps were, dude, top-notch drunk snaps. Entertainment.
It was.
You know what's the funny thing?
I would watch them all.
You know what the funny thing is he sent that shit to his mom. I'd wake up in the morning and go, oh, wow, Jay was drinking. Having a good old time while
I was
I'm
embarrassed.
sleeping.
I was like, yo, this shit's funny. Watch this.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, no, it's
Not
funny.
anymore.
No, you've actually mellowed out. It's actually pretty cool.
It's cool now.
Yeah, because then I don't have to, like, worry about you. And
Puking in the bushes.
yeah, because I was worried about the bush dying,
God.
too. I was
Oh,
like,
God.
ugh.
Like when you thought it was a good idea to take another shot after you had already gone maybe a little too hard that one night. You know the one I threw up on?
Oh.
And you're like, I didn't throw up, so I'm going to go home and do one more shot.
And
And then you were throwing up all day the next morning.
Wow. You guys ruined the garden shed bush?
It's fine now.
I went,
I watered it down.
I threw up at the house party place, okay? So I
Did
ruined
you
their
really?
bushes. I did not ruin your bushes or my bushes. I have dignity, okay? Not respect for the host, but dignity, okay?
That's hilarious. Well, I
I
saw
threw
that
up
one
in that
video of
bush
you
a
on the
couple
ground that one time. I thought
That's
you're-
the one. I've only thrown up once.
Yeah. You threw up that night?
That was the
I
only
almost
time.
thought you were dead. I was like, is he sleeping? Or what's up with that?
Oh,
Did
no,
you
I was just
fall?
like on the floor, right? Of that one? Yeah, I was just like on the floor, I think, is that
Was
one.
it? Mm.
Or was that the
Downtown?
night downtown? I didn't throw up that night.
Oh, that's good.
Actually, that was from smoking his nicotine. I was
Yeah.
already like at a nice
That stuff will get you a nice little
buzz,
head rush.
and then I was like, let me try
Mhm.
some nicotine.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked me up.
What do you guys think is going to happen with Stranger Things?
We didn't talk about that.
We didn't.
Predictions.
I mean, okay, so we
Do you
definitely
think
know
somebody else is gonna?
that we're gonna have to take on one now.
Yep.
So we gotta see. I assume, since Stranger Things typically leans towards the good guys win, even though there keeps being this trend as well of like the bad guys always come back. But how is he gonna make a show?
Mhm.
I'm thinking 11's probably gonna get thrown around a little bit like a rag doll, but end up being able to, in the end, like she always does, defeat the big baddie. So in this case, it's gonna be one Vecna. I think she's gonna win. That's my prediction.
So, I agree, and I think there's something to do with Eddie playing guitar, because that was in the trailer. But that
I don't watch
must
the trailer.
be. They must be using. They're like playing a guitar in the Upside Down, and that must be some sort of distraction.
Well, we know there's something about music being able to like pull people
Or
away
that.
from him.
Yes.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it has something to do with music and Eddie. But I think Elle will ultimately be.
With the help of her friends, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be an ensemble show.
Honestly, I don't know what to expect.
Do you think there could be another season?
I mean, it's such a
Shit,
popular show.
I don't know.
If we're thinking financially, for sure.
It's Netflix's biggest
But-
cash cow.
I don't know.
Think about all the brownies and merch and shit we bought.
I still buy
Everything that-
I just bought Doritos that had upside down world and they were puffed,
Yeah.
and the word crunch was upside down,
Mm-hmm.
and it had a little QR code that you just scanned it for a free ticket to a viewing party.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still happening, but I will buy the merch. That's just how I is. As you can tell, they're surround.
We have Stranger Things, everything.
Everything. My living room is Stranger Things.
Jackets, shirts.
But you know
Toys.
what? You don't have to keep making seasons of a show for people to keep buying the merch for it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think Breaking Bad, like, that didn't, like, keep going.
Yeah, but
No, but I
Breaking
think
Bad's
that
still
just
alive, though. Breaking Bad is
solidifies
still
the
very,
fan
very
base.
alive, and and then with Better Call Saul and everything. you
No,
know.
of course, but I'm saying, like, the Central Show. Like, they could make a spin-off of Stranger Things. Or another example might be Star Trek. There was no Star Trek for about, like, 15 years or something like that, and
Mhm.
people were still obsessed with it, even though it only had 3 seasons. Or Firefly only had, like, 2 seasons, and people still love that show to
And
this
look at
day.
how many things that they're branching off with Star Wars.
Of course, yeah.
And there was 30-year gaps.
And I was a year old when the first Star Wars came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad took me when I was a year old. I don't remember the movie, but
That's dope.
But yeah, but that's still dope.
So I feel like they'll do something with Stranger Things. Like I
They've
feel
got
like
to, because
there'll
the
be a
kids,
continuation.
Yeah, the kids have got to get something done, and this Vecna guy he's messing up shit.
Yeah.
He's messing up shit.
You want to move on, Jay?
I think we're good.
I was like, you're looking at the clock. Jay's ready to move on.
All
You want to
ladies and
check the
gentlemen,
camera?
That was my mother. We need to make sure the camera is still fucking going.
Yeah, because last time there wasn't. But we'll definitely take a take 2. Alright.
So I don't know.
That was Argyle.
Argyle.
Stranger
We got
Things.
our pizza.
I mean, our first celebrity guest. Come on.
Fucking pineapple.
Pineapple on pizza rules.
Give a like if you also hate pineapple on your pizza. Sorry, not sorry. Obi-Wan Kenobi though.
Comment down below if you like pineapple on pizza.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see which one wins.
Okay, so back to Obi-Wan. What do you got?
So, I liked the visual aspect. I felt like you could tell it has like a movie level budget. Like it's just so
I agree.
well cinematically filmed. And honestly,
Set, costumes.
overall, I feel like the writing is pretty decent, and I feel like the acting is pretty good. Like I there's not like one area in particular that I'm upset about. I do hear what you're saying. There's a lot of Leia. Do we like that? Do we not? I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I'm not like...
I don't hate it, but it's not what I wanted.
But maybe as the show goes on, maybe it'll be a little bit less. I don't know if this is like a one season
I
kind of
think it
deal
is.
or if it's a multi-season.
That's why I'm so upset, is because I thought it was like a limited series, just a one-time deal.
But maybe, I don't know, if it's successful enough, they might want to
God, it's
extend
like,
it.
dude,
I mean, we have this whole period of time that we could focus on him, like what's happening with Luke and all that. I don't know. So far, it's just been Leia.
There's 20 years of Obi-Wan,
Mm-hmm.
him being solo.
Well, and I mean,
this is what you give us?
we already skipped the first 10. But honestly, for the first 10, he wasn't doing anything.
That's fair.
He's been cutting up like whale meat.
Yeah,
or
now he
whatever he's
finally
doing.
left Tatooine for that first time in 10 years, and he's doing all this stuff. He's like nervous. He's warming back up to the Force. He's scared.
That was kind of interesting, kind of seeing him like not really be quite as good with the lightsaber or the use of the Force. Like, for example, why is it that Vader was able to just like chokehold him and kind of fling him around? Not as much as the Inquisitor, third sister, because she couldn't even hit him. She'd run at Vader with that blade and she'd just get thrown around. She's like a rag doll. So maybe she's a little bit weaker in the Force than even Obi-Wan, who's out of practice. But I don't know. There's something interesting to me, too, that it just feels like Anakin is still trying to prove himself to Obi-Wan. Like, that's this poor kid's entire goddamn life. Is
Right.
I need to prove myself to this guy who's like my father figure. Like, I need his approval. He never makes it as a master during the actual original or prequel trilogy. Right? He's a member of the Jedi Council. He trained his own Padawan, Ahsoka, but he never actually gets the title of master, as far as I'm aware. So he becomes Vader, and now all of a sudden, right, he's like, now I'm a master. But no one actually gave him that title. I think he gave himself that title. So he just wants that approval. That's the entire damn series.
Wow.
And they kind of bring that in with Kylo Ren. There's still like I have daddy issues, and I want to be the best, and I want approval.
So I think episode 5 of the Obi-Wan series was one of the best things I've ever seen in Star Wars.
It was pretty good.
Canon.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the parallels in that training episode that was pre-Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And then they're like cutting that in between. It's
Yeah.
like the same lesson.
It was pretty cool.
reverberating.
And it, like
10
they
years
brought
later.
back the actor who played Anakin, and
Hayden Christensen showed up. He got wrinkles, but it's like, yeah, I'll believe he's
little
like
makeup, little CGI.
he's 18, sure.
It was so great seeing them together, though. I like seeing that.
Oh,
dynamic.
dude, it was
and he's
so
so
good.
strong. You were talking about that, like how strong he is. Like he's like beating him down. But even then, you kind of have Obi-Wan like, like your desire for victory is what's going to cost you that victory.
Obi-Wan's like wisdom and cunningness makes him just like stronger.
Yeah,
but
because he takes the lightsaber out of his hand.
In a rash physical sense,
he just has so much raw
I think
power.
Vader is stronger.
Yeah.
Because once he becomes Vader,
he doesn't hold back.
He like taps into that dark side.
He kind of is already, I feel like, hitting it, but he like doesn't hold back now. Like he's full into it.
And I think that's what lures you into the dark side. Is it like floods you with newfound power, and you're like, oh.
Well, and you know
it's
what?
On.
Seeing him stop the ship as
was
it's about
so
to leave and pull
sick.
it down, and then
So
rips the
sick.
hull off of the ship. You're like, what the fuck?
I watched it like 3 times, that whole scene.
Oh, it's so good. And then they escape right in the last second. You have like the beginning of the Rebel Alliance forming right there.
Pull the fast one on Vader, and he's just getting pissed. He's like, fucking rebel scum.
I know he's mad.
Obi-Wan,
He's mad the whole
you're
time.
toast.
Yeah.
Just walking him, the scenes where they have him hauling ass walking and his cape behind him, and there's dead stormtroopers everywhere. I was like, dude, this is good cinema. Like, this is it. I've been waiting for this.
But he's still got that slow and steady. He doesn't run. He's not.
His
jumping around.
cape is like that far off the ground perfectly every time. It was perfect.
And the Inquisitors, very interesting characters. You kind of get to see him in the cartoon series a little bit.
The bald guy has an attitude. He's like, all right, third sister, you fucked up. And now you're out, bitch. And I was like, okay.
And like leaves and is like, bye, Grand Inquisitor. Like,
yeah. I was like, ooh.
Oh, shit. I know. But that's an interesting dynamic because it's almost like you have these Sith-like people, but they're not Sith because you can only have two.
So they're dark
you can
side
only have the
users,
master,
but they're not
and the apprentice.
Sith. It's weird how there's
Well, I
like
mean, they're kind of Sith though, but technically there's the rule of 2 with the Sith that you have.
like an apprentice.
The master and you have the apprentice. So Vader is the apprentice, right? Darth Sidious is the master.
So these are just other
Vader still isn't a master. He's
pupils,
still technically
so to
the
speak.
apprentice.
Yeah.
Well, they're more like Jedi hunters, who also have Jedi abilities, right? Because they use the Force.
Okay, almost like
Lightsabers and the Force and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, Third Sister literally was a Jedi.
But and since
Padawan.
they're using the dark side, they're like, oh, we fuck with Vader and the Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do what
It is
they want.
specifically just to hunt all of the Force sensitive people, kids or whatever.
Wow.
Take them all out. Yep. So we don't have a future race.
So
of
the third
Jedi.
sister, Reva, I was just watching a video. I haven't finished it. It's called Star Wars Theory, the channel on YouTube. Huge channel.
Oh.
He was doing some digging on the comic books and stuff, looking into the realistic possibility of how she survived getting stabbed by Anakin as a youngling. Because in the show, the way they filmed it, they didn't actually show the stab, but the way they showed it, like she's looking up at Anakin, he stabs her when he's young, and then he does the same thing as he's Vader. You know what I mean? The editing was like, it's a repeat of the same action,
The same scene.
So I assumed that she was stabbed as a youngling. How did she just get untouched? Anyway, so she survived getting stabbed as a youngling, hit herself with blood and all that, and now survives again getting stabbed a second time. But yet Qui-Gon stabbed once. Bye-bye. Riddle me this. George.
We're going back to Batman now? Yeah, I don't know.
That's some bullshit, right?
It's just whatever Disney's wanting to do with it, I guess. I have no idea.
Oh,
Who am I to question a multi-billion-dollar corporation?
But wait, is the story of the third sister and Reva, is that all new? Do you know anything about that?
I've never heard anything about it. It might be in the comics, but I don't personally know.
Okay, so
I
if
haven't
it's
read
new,
many
then
comics.
that's Disney. Okay.
Might be. Yeah. They could be doing some research, these writers, you know.
I like the character. Actually, I do like the character.
Yeah.
I like what's going on.
Have you watched, I think you have, Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Book of Boba Fett?
A couple.
I haven't watched that one at all yet.
I've seen one with Luke Skywalker.
Mandalorian, that's a pretty good one.
So good.
Star Wars Western.
Huge fan of
much
that.
what it
Space
is.
Western.
It's been pretty
Star
good.
Wars style.
I'm not currently caught up on that one, but I am firmly into the second season, so we're getting
It's pretty good, Mike.
I love seeing the Mandalorians in action, though. Like, it's pretty cool. I mean, especially, too, because they have Book of Boba Fett, and he has that Mandalorian armor and the jetpack from the Order of the Phoenix and all that stuff. Well, I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That stuff's
'Cause
dope.
technically, he is not Mandalorian.
There's different factions of the Mandalorians.
Yeah, I think he just has the armor.
He's like the old school strict. They're like the old ways, but then everybody else is the new
way.
school, and they're like, dude, we don't do that shit anymore. And he's all like,
This
"What?
is the way.
This is the way. And they're like, bro, check it.
Yeah, honestly. Before we go into Stranger Things, we got
Oh, we got a plug
okay.
on the subscription
Actually,
box.
let's show the box real quick. So it's a cute little box. This is a metaphysical mystery box, meaning it's a mystery. Literally, we have no idea what's inside. But
Metaphysical mystery box.
I think there's a card if you want to flip that and see. There's a book. So this box is specifically about runes. For those of you that don't know what runes are, runes was like a form of divination, but also where we get writing from. Runes was carved into trees or rocks or things like that by the Anglo-Saxons and people in the Germanic areas of Europe. Runes specifically a divinatory tool. Divinatory eras, what the fuck does any of that mean? Like tarot, oracle. If we were going to flip the coffee cup over and do like a coffee reading, anything like that, right? Specifically part of the Germanic stuff. I don't know a whole lot about it. I've done some readings with it.
This says the hidden realm of runes. Runes
Oh,
are an
I think-
amazing form of divination.
Odin supposedly invented the runes. I do like runes. Again, I'm just not like an expert in doing rune readings.
Okay,
I'm
this
more
is-
into tarot, palmistry, stuff like that.
We got vocab words.
But
here.
this literally walks you through all of it. The origin of it. It looks like it has some spreads. You know, we're gonna play some, and then it has all the
this
different
is a
meanings.
card. What happens with that?
Emperor card. So I think this is the first box you've seen from this line, but you get a card. So it's like an oracle card, which is kind of like tarot, but it's different. Oracle's kind of whatever you want it to be. You get an oracle card with each box.
And this tells you how to do a rune meditation.
Oh, nice.
Prepare by looking through the shapes. Pick one. Read its meaning. Yada yada yada. Take a few deep breaths to clear your mind.
Okay,
Relax
so
the
let me
body.
just like flip this around real quick. I'm opening this, and it definitely comes in like a cute little cloth wrap kind of deal.
That's really
I
nice.
think like a tablecloth of some
Cloth.
sort. Maybe it's even something you can do like a rune reading on.
Is there an elephant?
Yeah, it looks like there's an elephant on it.
Yep. It's kind of elephant. That's totally worth it.
Okay, so this is a water. It's Freya, which is the wife of Odin in Norse mythology.
Dude, that's right here. Freya's water.
Oh, there you go. Energy, room clearing, and aura spray. So I guess you just kind of spray this.
Use
It's supposed to clear
use
you?
before divination to keep your energy clear of interference. Just spray over your head and set the essence of the plant medicine clear and protect your energetic
that smells
space.
good. It's kind of spicy.
Use anytime you need to. Whoa, that smells like hippies.
It like hippies.
It smells like
It kind of does.
stuff my dad used to get from
It
like the
kinda
hippie shops.
does. Okay, we have a bundle of, I believe, sage, like a white Russian sage, maybe, or you know what? We'll recall it white Ukrainian sage for a song we'll be listening to later.
What kind of feather that is?
Looks like a raven because I'm assuming because I think Odin is represented with a raven or by a raven. That's my guess. Let's see what else we got. It might tell you in there. I bet.
California white sage.
California white sage. There we go. Represent.
California white sage.
California white. Ooh, smell that. It's a little homemade candle. Kind of like all the little candles you make.
Ooh, it smells like cookies.
So I bet there's some sort
wow.
of ceremony or ritual you're supposed to do with the candle. If we
It smells
were to
like
read through it.
conditioner and cookies.
I didn't get the cookies. I got sweet though.
Something sugary.
Like conditioner-esque.
Candy.
Like with like a sweet for sure. Okay. Do you want to open one of these? Like see what's in there. That might be our bag of runes. It might come with runes. We're gonna do a rune reading on this podcast if
Rune
that's the case.
tunes.
We got another one.
Bro.
It is. Oh, okay. You know what? I know what it is.
You're sick.
So as we had Jay's mom on earlier,
These look
my
like-
mom is the one who makes all these. This is actually coffee inside of here.
And
That
epoxy
little sparkly. Mm-hmm.
and glitter.
Yep.
And the first one I pulled was R for rune.
That is really cool. Oh, cool. Tiger's eye, I believe. Came with a little tiger's eye.
Wow. This is like some fucking Viking shit right here, man.
This is pretty cool. Let's do a rune reading. We got our book.
This is awesome.
We got our book. We did our spray and everything, right?
I feel like Ragnar right now.
Okay. So here, let me get the bag from you. I'm gonna give you this book. Put them in. Put them all in. Okay. Hold the book. Just move this out of the way.
And says what?
Okay. So what you want to
Step-
do? What you want to do?
Oh, what?
We want to clear our runes. Now, what I do is I'm going to grab it with my non-dominant hand. I'm going to hit it with my dominant hand. You're just knocking the energy out, right? You can even put it by your third eye if you're a little bit more psychic intuitive. If you're not, you probably think this is silly, and that's totally fine. Whatever you want to do, right? Then we shake it up. You want to ask a question? You have a question in mind?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of
Hey,
a
do you have
pizza
like a
pot?
real question? Why don't you do some career stuff? Think of a career question.
Oh, okay.
Put it in there, and then you just tell us what it is.
Put what in there?
The energy. Ask your question.
Oh.
Ask it out loud. Normally, I would do the reading without you having to ask it out loud, but just to make it easier for the podcast.
Is Eris gonna be an A-list actor?
There you go. Okay. Let's see.
I already know he is.
Okay, as we can see, I'm just randomly grabbing them. I don't even know what I'm grabbing. They're just there. Is that enough? Maybe. Let's see. Okay,
That's like a word.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna line them up. I know you guys can't really see, so I'm putting this first one down, and what we're gonna be doing is making a runic cross. So I'm putting my first one. Second one's gonna go down below it diagonally, and then I'm gonna go up diagonally again. We can see what is happening with our runic cross. So right here in this first position, we have past. Right here is present. We have not the actual future, but kind of the future as you see it. We have underlying circumstance, and then right up top is future or goal, like what we're trying to get to. It's the H letter. Forces that are greater than the self, uncontrollable event, natural disaster, catastrophe, things of that nature. We cannot stop the hell, as it's called, from pelting our crops. Trying to summarize, this is very long. Romantic relationship you thought was forever comes to a sudden end. Someone you love has an accident that leads to inevitable change. Wow, this is like not fun. We don't like this. Often this rune appears, it suggests that we have, in whatever hardship has fallen into our path, been given an opportunity to practice our ability to weather storms with grace and dignity. Okay, well, this is all past. So this is just a lot of like, shit's been hitting the fan a little bit. It's been hailing. Okay, let's see where we're going now. Okay, so presently, okay, we have harvest. Completion, year cycle. So the way that I interpret this one, actually without even needing to read it, it's sort of like the cycle of the year. It's like planting your seeds and letting them grow to fruition. So it's like right now, it's like it's been hailing. You can't plant no seeds when it's hailing.
Is this like for us?
Well, you asked the question about Eris's career.
Oh.
That's what I think we're doing a reading on right now. That was the question. So this is showing that the seeds are being planted right now, and the growth is coming to fruition. Me getting my fucking degree, me acting for all these years, working on the acting role that we've been doing with all of our short films, trying to get an agent, and letters of recommendation, all that stuff.
But you're on TV all the time.
I know. If only I was
Literally.
speaking a little bit
Big
more.
Sky.
That's all I need.
Fucking what else?
We just did a new Disney pilot, Criminal Nature.
Criminal Nature.
Waco. Whenever that comes out, Waco Aftermath. Doing some movies. Well, we both did that same movie that Jessica Alba won. Trigger warning.
Trigger warning should be coming out this summer. Jessica Alba.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and skip this like perceived future part just because I don't want to waste time on that. And that is perceived. That's based off of my perception, not the actual reality. So the next one we're looking for, this is underlying circumstance. So if we're doing the full rating, we'd be putting it all together. I'll put a little bit of it all together at the end. When we're looking at this, so this is the sun. It stands for the letter S. Success, victory, recovery, accomplishment, vitality, inspiration, divine justice. Let's summarize this a little bit. So it's like the sun tarot card. Okay. About the sun breaking through the cloud, which could be literally or metaphorically. This rune appears in readings to indicate that a difficult chapter has come to an end and a new, lighter, easier one is just beginning. Okay.
Wow.
It is a purely positive rune, and there is no inverted meaning. Like this is such a good thing. This is the underlying of all of it.
Let's go. Props for Aaron.
Right, dude? Sun, and if we're thinking palmistry, the sun line has to do with like success, fame, growth, wealth, things of that nature. So I mean, this is really, that's the underlying. That's not bad. That's pretty good. It's
happening.
Time. Let's see. Okay, so we have this more or less is like what's preventing you from getting to here. Right. So let's figure out where that one is. I'll let you read it. Do you want to read it?
Bro, I'm dying. It's so hot in here.
Fertility. Maybe there's a baby coming.
No.
Okay, keywords. Let's see. Pregnancy.
Oh, jeez.
Inner growth. That's probably more of what it's talking about. Gestation. Virtue. Peace. Rest. And balance.
Just be careful where you gestate. I mean, what do they call it nowadays?
Okay. This is human pregnancy.
Just careful with your prostate. I mean,
oh my god. I hate you. The power that stores for the future is akin to the moon, intuitive part of our nature. It brings access to another reality and is helpful for exerting influence and strengthening persuasion. Although there is no direct equivalent to the tarot card, most similar in meaning would be judgment. It also has no reverse meaning. So
bet.
I'm a little confused how to interpret that, though. That's the only thing, because if that's what's preventing me from getting to here, it's kind of saying fertility, or in this case, I think inner growth. So maybe it's saying like I need to like have some internal growth. Maybe it's saying like I've done a lot of stuff externally to get to where I'm going.
Like you're
But
coming
maybe
on.
it's saying the only thing left now is just a little bit inner growth before you're able to get that last little step, because we have that sun pushing it. It's pushing it right now. So let's see what that last one is. I think I know
germinating from a seedling to a sapling.
I think this last one I remember, but there's like two I ones. Oh, this one's supposed to be an N sound? Needs, self-care, boundaries, restrictions, resistance, survival. Okay. Signifies needs and raises the questions of what we need to feel to be safe, secure, and in harmony with ourselves and surrounding. Tends to come up in a reading. Time for recesses. Reestablish firm and healthy boundaries around your time, energy, and other resources. Maybe it's saying I'm spending too much time doing other things. Maybe it's like if you're gonna go be an actor, you can't have like 5 podcasts and 3 bands.
Well,
all this different
I would
stuff.
argue that
No, I think some of that stuff is helping.
Yeah.
You know, but I think that's what it's talking about. Maybe it's like I want to spend all this time watching whatever current shows or movies, or I'm trying to like read all these books that I'm trying to constantly get through. And then I'm like doing my podcast and
to enrich your talent.
I think so.
You need something to pull from. You need experience.
Which is why
you
I'm
need
doing
inspiration.
it anyway.
So yeah, you gotta,
so it's
you gotta live your life.
Asking you to consider yourself and your own needs before tending to someone else's. So maybe it's not even about that. Maybe it's about don't focus on other people so much. You need to set more boundaries. This room represents, let me see, inward rather than outward support and strength you need in order to triumph, heal, overcome, and survive any situation. The only other thing I can think about, maybe we're getting a little too personal on the podcast, is relationship stuff. I've had a lot of like relationship stuff kind of be a little bit weird recently.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the only thing. Maybe it's like boundaries about that. Maybe it's like don't focus so much on other people and do a little bit more self-focus. Because right now that's what I need in order to, you know, grow and succeed and have my pregnancy. So that way we have the baby. I'm a famous actor.
Wow.
Right? I don't know.
That's very... It makes a lot of sense.
I'm not like a
what you
psychic
just
or
said.
anything. I have no idea what I'm saying.
No, yeah. It's tough, man. I struggle with the same thing.
Okay. Well,
Who do I help first, them or myself?
Oh, I know.
And it's constant.
That
Every
doesn't-
5. I feel like every 5 minutes I'm pulled in some direction.
For sure.
What direction did I want to even go in the first place? I forgot now.
Okay, we'll bring the laptop back out. We need to still talk about Stranger Things.
The strangest things? Hold on, dude. I have the T-shirt. Hawkins Tigers.
Oh, I got Star Wars. So we're both
Let's
representing.
go.
We got our two
Obi-Wan,
halves.
Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
We've got pops for the whole crew. Mike, 11.
Oh, you know what? I'll let everyone kind of see these pops
Fucking,
over here. 'Cause I
what's
know
his
that
name?
they're
Steve.
A little hidden right here. We got
The
more
fucking Falcon.
going on.
The Falcon.
The Vulcan. Okay.
Got dope ass Jedi comic books.
I know that one looked old. Looks like a
That one's dope. That's like from the
I don't even know
I was
where I
gonna
got
say
that.
the
I
50s.
probably got it at like a comic book
It's from
store.
the 80s.
Yeah, probably. I was gonna say Star Wars in
This
the old.
pizza box over here
It's an original from the 80s.
it's a throwback.
It's a throwback. I lied.
It's got Stranger Things stuff all over it. If there's still pizza in this box, it's in the upside down now. But
That's cheesy.
it's got the Noid, some 80s thing. I don't know what it is, but it's like Hawkins Lab, Hawkins Police.
Ooh.
Well, I got this on accident. I just got Domino's and it showed up, and I was like, "Yo, this box is sick."
And then it works out for the
And
pod.
I was like, "What?
Works out for the pod.
Stranger Things?"
We love Stranger Things. Okay, well, let's get some of your initial
Let's just do this briefly
for
because we
season
still have
4?
the fucking finale coming July 1st.
True.
2-part
True.
finale. I'm beyond stoked.
But
I
even
bet you
so far, it has been good. I mean, the whole series, just in general,
very good.
phenomenal. But this last season, I've really
I'm more
enjoyed this.
impressed with this than fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'll tell you that.
It's been pretty good. I think the writing is really,
Um
really good.
there's
for
only
the
one
show.
season of Stranger Things I didn't like. I'd say that was season 2, even though it's good, fine season, it just wasn't as good as the others. But
Mm,
I've seen
yeah.
Stranger Things. Do you like it?
Yeah.
With the sister,
whose sister?
11 sister, like one of the other
Oh,
kids.
yeah.
She's like number 4.
Oh, I mean, also,
Isn't-
okay, I want to point out
It was
that
only for a couple
immediately
episodes.
I knew who one was. I knew it was going to be one.
Dude, I called
literally
it.
knew it was going to be one. And then I questioned if it was one.
They spent-
and then he was one. And I
Okay.
was like, so I knew it.
Right. So in that last episode, the last one that was available, they spent like 20 minutes at the end explaining the huge payoff that it was one. And the whole time I was like,
And that's why we have
I
this
was like,
dude
I already
who gets
got it.
framed for murdering his family. And it was all because that kid was like all into spiders. And he was also a little psychopathic and everything. And he's like using his powers against everyone. But his mom knew.
right.
So he's like, bye, Mom. You're
Dude,
dead.
but as soon as he was in the hospital, it started to get weird. Like toward the end, I was
Mhm.
like, it's him.
Mhm.
He's Vecna.
Mhm.
He's Vecna.
Oh, and as soon as 11 was like taking out his little like control chip, whatever thing,
Yes.
I was like, oh, don't do
as
it.
soon as
do it.
especially once she
Mm.
took the chip, I was
Mhm.
like, he's Vecna. He's number 1 or something. I didn't expect
Mm.
he was number 1, but I knew he was Vecna.
I think I was confused at first what the link between 1 and Vecna was, but by the time we got to the last episode that we have so far,
By
which
the
is like
way,
the length of a movie, we
uh,
kind of started figuring it out.
that what they did with Vecna and that whole number 1 thing was awesome storyline, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes it's hard. It can get dull. It might feel repetitive. They kind of ripped off Freddy Krueger. They
Kinda did.
they mimic other 80s things because that's their thing, right?
Mhm.
But this time was like, I think kind of original.
Yeah.
Having a kid with superpowers who this, that, and the other becomes a interdimensional supervillain.
But I think in general the show does
Monster.
pretty good at incorporating some like themes from other sci-fi and pop culture.
No, which I like.
but then also very super original.
And then and they pulled it off being original. I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Even the name Vecna isn't. It's from Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
But it's its own original monster. They just call it Vecna.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
It's kind of funny that they call him Vecna, but
It's
they like
awesome.
decided to like go with that little reference that they had at that first episode.
Because they're just kids calling it whatever they can come up with,
Mhm.
and they're nerds, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm super stoked for the next 2 episodes. I'd probably, when it comes out, I'm gonna.
And it's gonna be what, like 4 hours?
I hope. I think so.
I
I
think
think
it's
each one
pretty
should be an
long.
hour and a half or 2, like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great. Because I'm gonna camp out on the fucking couch. And my mom or whoever wants to do it. Popcorn, snacks.
Yeah,
I'm watching the whole fucking thing through.
little movie party viewing.
I watched season 3 probably like 4 times.
Oh, really?
I loved season 3.
Oh.
That poster over there is from season 3.
Nice.
I loved it.
Well,
It was just so like
I don't think I
iconic.
watched any of them more than once, but I don't know. I just don't really rewatch things.
Well, I put them on as background. You know, it's not like I sit through every fucking second. I did at least once, but I've ran it through like 4
Gotcha.
times.
Oh, speaking of like being in the background, I finished watching Eternals last night. I had to go back and rewatch a bunch of it. So Jay's girlfriend Love her to death. She's one of my best friends. But she came to the house in the middle of us watching the movie, and she started talking. And I thought I could still watch the movie, but then the lights are on, and it's a projector, and she's talking, and I'm like,
she had to unwind from work, and it was like, okay.
And then it was fine. Like, I was hanging out with you and her.
Yeah.
I wasn't upset about it or anything, but I was also like, I missed about 30
But we had
minutes.
movie theater mode going. And
I missed about 30 minutes of the movie, so I
Okay.
definitely had to like rewind.
Movie's
when I
over.
got back home. So I did finish watching it.
So, what did you think?
I thought it was pretty good. It was interesting to me, this whole concept of like, we're the good guys, and then they're like, wait, we're like helping to kill planets.
Yeah.
We're planet killers, but
Right,
like we're
right.
helping to raise entire new galaxies. I was mentioning to Jay, felt like the fucking Justice League when they first show up. You fucking have Icarus,
Yeah, like
Superman,
and
and then you have like Flash, you have like Wonder Woman. Like, I don't know, it just kind of felt very Justice League.
but it's like
a little bit.
hard to just keep coming up with superpowers.
I guess. I don't know.
Eh.
It just felt like
It's
all
not
of
my
them
favorite,
were a little
But
reminiscent.
I accepted it. You know, I watched it and was like, this is cool. It's not one
Honestly,
of my
get
favorite.
past that. Yeah, I thought it was pretty
No.
good. Oh, this whole stupid love dynamic though, with Icarus being like, "I just want to make sure that you're good and you're safe," but then she like has British professor dude or teacher or whatever.
Jon Snow.
Like, I like him.
You're watching GSP tonight with Eris Zapper and Jay Ortmeyer.
Breaking news: we found El Tortuga.
El Tortuga has returned to the studio.
I guess because there's an A at the end. We need to put him with his friend.
Reunited, and it feels so good. The dinosaur and the turtle are reunited.
They're back together, best friends.
I'm gonna.
You go for it. We
You
gotta
guys-
cut. We gotta cut out of this and go back into whatever the fuck we were talking about with Eternals. I think that's our next cut, right? And what do you
Yes.
think, or something like that, whatever the fuck? Because we're talking about Eternals. We're like mid thought on it.
All right, yeah, and I think I was like, so what did you think?
It's pretty good, but I didn't like. There's so much noise outside right now.
There's
so annoying.
Sounds like a fucking zoo outside.
I feel like no one's gonna hear it through the mics, and we're just.
I think we're just
going crazy
hyper
right now.
aware of
Hyper aware, probably.
it. Goddamn bird.
There's a
3
cricket.
blocks
There's a
away.
bird, and there's like I feel like I hear all the bugs too. So the thing I didn't like is, to me, it felt like a little bit of a DC ripoff, a little bit of a Justice League.
Pretty much.
And there's even a reference in the movie. It's
No way.
I think the son of Fastos, the guy who is like the builder, the inventor guy. His son even says, "Oh, look, it's Superman."
Oh yeah,
Right? So like that was my first thought when I saw him. I was like, "Oh, that's Superman." Because we have Flash, we have Wonder Woman, Thena, right? You literally have like the whole crew together. We were just missing Batman.
What's his name?
Which one?
The Superman guy.
Oh, Icarus.
Icarus.
The boy who flew too close to the sun.
Right.
He got wings from his dad, Daedalus, and
And then at the end, he
He
fucking
flies
flies
into
into the sun.
yeah, I literally was like,
Of course. he would.
really.
I know. I didn't.
But
I
it
didn't
was
get that.
Also, though, we don't see him die, and that was the
Okay.
thing that I thought was interesting. I mean, we see him die, but I also feel
No.
like sometimes Marvel has a tendency to be like, "But he didn't die, so is he
No,
gonna
but
come
I don't
back?"
think
Or-
that was very culturally like sensitive thing. Like, I'm just gonna go kill myself, and then you actually do it.
Yeah,
It's like I don't think they would.
that's true.
That's kind of. Short.
Okay, well, on that topic, so we have Icarus and we have Dane, I think is his name, the British teacher dude
Jon Snow.
that Cersei is dating. That guy. I think it's Dane.
Yeah.
I think it's Dane.
I don't remember his name from the show, but
Anyway.
it's fucking Jon Snow.
Yeah, so I liked him better than Icarus. I mean, even before I knew that Icarus was gonna go batshit crazy and like try to kill everyone, I definitely felt like I'm more drawn towards this guy. And I
Yeah.
knew there was something there. I thought he was going to be a superhero. And I was like, come on, he's got a power, he's got an ability, he does something.
Right.
And I thought he was going to be with her the whole movie, and he wasn't. And I was like, fuck, my intuition was so off. And then at the very end of the movie, he's like, let me play with this fucking old sword thing. And I had to look it up. He's Black Knight or something like that. So he is like a character who is affiliated with certain things within Marvel.
Theory about that.
Not Avengers, but it was like Euroforce and MI6 and I don't know or something. Yeah, like European things. He's like associated with that within the Marvel universe.
What is your favorite Eternal?
Oh, do I have a favorite one?
Mine, I forgot his name, but Camille Nanjiani, the guy.
Oh yeah.
The Indian guy who does the Bollywood.
I forgot which
and
he's supposed to play.
He just pretends to be
an actor,
but
it's like his great grandfather,
but it's just him. Dude, that shit had me laughing so hard.
That one was pretty funny.
He's like a very smooth criminal,
just
like
in
a funny
general,
ass actor.
It's not my favorite Eternal, but I really like the actress. I don't remember her name, but the deaf actress who was signing, because she, as far as I know, is actually deaf, because she also is in Walking Dead, and she plays a deaf character.
Oh shit!
So I thought it was really cool that they were able to cast her and incorporate her into that.
That's dope. Some representation.
Just in general, I love Athena, so I almost want to say Athena, but the whole movie, it's like, I want to help, oh, but I can't, oh, I'm going to kill everyone, oh, but I can't, and then it's like, finally in the end, she's like a badass. Like that last part where she takes out...
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Because I was...
Because she like kind of tricks the whatever evolving thing into thinking like... Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you take my powers, and then fucking pulls out her sword.
She's
and
like,
fucking slashes
I'm
it.
fucking Athena, bro.
So she's pretty badass.
Bah!
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, we get this sense that Cersei's supposed to be like super powerful, and we just don't see that till the very end, which is also kind of an interesting aspect.
Oh, that's my favorite part of the movie is the frozen celestial giant dude just like stuck in the ocean.
Oh, I know.
It's so huge.
Oh,
it's
and
so
then
awesome.
I love that they bring in Eros at the very end.
For what?
At the end credit scene, they bring him in.
Yeah.
I think that was the end credit scene. Or maybe that's just the very end of the movie.
That was weird.
I think it was the end credit scene.
Who the fuck is this?
Because they have like a different Eternal from a different planet or whatever, but it's still
that's what it was.
Supposed to be within the like Greco-Roman mythology.
He was a different Eternal.
Yeah, I think from a different
somewhere
planet
else
is what he was saying. Like, because he says he's an Eternal or like fellow Eternals.
I've seen it like once. I don't really remember.
Yeah, so clearly they still have this whole same Earth mythology that gets referenced even on other planets, right? It's kind of interesting to me because I had Gilgamesh, which is supposed to be like Mesopotamian. You have all the Greco-Roman ones. You have a little bit of like Hinduism and stuff like that, I believe. So just like a vast array. I did too. I really like the historical stuff that they threw in there, like recreating the city of Babylon. Right? So the color too, oh, I love it. Because you like see stuff today and it's just dirt and rocks. Like there's no color to it. But they recreated the color. They had the Ishtar Gate. They had the Hanging Gardens. They had just the whole city and everything.
That's what you mean. It was good.
Yeah.
That was cool. I love
575 BCE, right? That's
like that movie I showed you, Apocalypto, how they recreated the pyramids, and that was the first time I'd ever seen paint on them.
Right. And and then they had Tenochtitlan that you go to in 1521, and it's supposed to be the battle between the conquistadors and the Mexica. So.
But I always thought they were just stone colored. I never even knew
you might think that of
painted them or decorated
the ancient Greek stuff, but their statues were painted like bright colors too. So it's not
that would have been
marble.
so sick.
When
I never thought about that.
Ancient Greece today, you think white marble, but it was all painted.
Really, all of it.
It's all gone now. Like the Egyptians, everything's colored, but that stuff's in a dry climate. So like the mummies, it stayed intact better.
Nice.
That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, clearly someone was getting hired to go do all this historical research.
Oh yeah.
That could be me. I'm gonna go do that.
Help us out, guys.
Be
Find
a
out
movie historian.
what job is this?
Because it's a dramaturge in theater.
What role is this, and how do we get this guy
How do
into
we
it?
do that? How do we do
How
that?
do we do that?
Because Jay can be directing, and I will go be the film version of a dramaturge. Unless it's the same word, I don't know.
I'll be like, cut! Eris. We need to bring in Eris right now to double check this.
I know. Well, you get so excited too. He'll be showing me something to be like, "Is this accurate? Is this real? Like, tell me about it,
Dude, I saw this thing in a movie. I need to know if it's real.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, I get excited about that stuff too. I like when they put in those little references. So that's how I felt about Eternals. I was like, "Ooh, it's like ancient times. I love that stuff."
Yeah, it was like perfect for you.
Yeah. So I mean, that kind of stuff.
That's funny.
Okay. Okay, well, I know we wanted to talk about the January 6th committee. Is there anything else
I guess.
before we get to that?
No. We'll
Okay.
save it for next time.
So,
We did a lot today.
I'm sure by now you're all aware that there is a January 6th committee, and if you're not aware of what that's referring to, January 6th is also known as the Capitol Hill riot. So, right now, there is a congressional committee made up of Democrats and Republicans, one of which is Dick Cheney's daughter. So I think it's really interesting that she is one of the ones really advocating for all of this. And honestly, good on her, because I know a lot of Republicans have been kind of hating on her for it. But I think a lot of their investigation and their findings is very legitimate. We're getting into politics here. You might think like it's not, and that's okay. You can have your own opinion.
Look, this is just current events. We're just
kind of hitting on the stuff. I just wanted, as opposed to getting political and taking a side, although if it's not clear, we're super fucking liberal. But I just wanted,
Obviously.
I really want to touch on the things that I've liked so far. So, for instance, during the opening first day of the committee, I really liked that they brought out this image of a document which was written and signed by Abraham Lincoln. So it was during his second election, I believe.
Shit, they brought that out?
And they were quoting from it, right?
Wow.
So they actually read it out loud. And I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was something along the lines of, like, he thought he was going to lose. And he's basically saying, like, even if I lose, I'm going to hand over power to this guy who's running against me. Because that's just how democracy is supposed to work. At least in the U.S., you know? That's how the Constitution states it, that the person gets elected.
Yeah.
And then peaceful transfer of power. So it's basically like I'm stating that I hate the fuck out of this guy. I don't want him to win. I don't think he's going to be a good candidate for this country. Maybe this even has something to do with why there was a, civil war and all, because we had this whole like slavery, non-slavery, and a lot of other issues between the North and the South unrelated to slavery. But obviously, it's one of the primary ones. And he not only signed it, he had all of his supporters sign it. Like, I think his cabinet members, maybe some supporters in Congress. I don't remember exactly who signed it, but basically stating, like, you're also going to allow this person to come in. Like, we're not going to go against whatever the people vote for, or Electoral College, more specifically.
So then what happened with that document?
So that was just kind of a segue to, like, what's considered one of the greatest presidents, maybe the greatest president of all time, could recognize that the Constitution came first. Democracy, peaceful transfer of power.
Right.
Right? And I feel like in a lot of ways,
peaceful transfer.
a lot of people have such a high view of Trump, kind of in that vein, like one of the best, if not best, presidents in all of American history.
What? Who said that?
People literally kind of talk about him like he's the Messiah. What do you mean?
Carlson?
People that are alive right now. That's not the point,
I mean,
though.
they said
but what I'm
that,
saying
but
is,
did they really?
at the end of the day, I think
They really mean that?
you could be whatever party. Most people will recognize that Lincoln is one of the better presidents, and he even supported the peaceful transfer of power, even to a candidate that he hated.
Boom.
You know? And that was their opening thing. Another thing that I loved, I think it's Mr. Thompson. I don't remember the guy's name. The African-American guy that's like kind of like the center of
Donald.
this committee, and he'd always say Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. I love that man. Everything he says is great, but I think he might have even been the one who brought out the Lincoln article. Could have been someone else though.
Probably
But he
would.
always just says Donald Trump. I love it.
That guy was pretty OG. I didn't watch much.
It's
I've
been interesting. I know it actually had a big
I'm over it. I didn't want to hear
turnout.
Trump's
Like a lot of
name
people,
ever again.
a
I'm
lot of
like,
people end up watching it.
what do you want?
Yeah. So, and here's the thing. So, whatever they find doesn't actually do anything. What is happening though is just an investigation. So they're releasing the findings of their investigation.
As they should.
Once those findings are presented, it's up to the Justice Department to decide if they want to press charges or take action.
So in terms of public opinion amongst the right side, do you think this is even hurting his chances at re-election? Like, or are they just still gonna be
I just feel like there's just certain people, and it's obviously the far extreme. I'm not saying anyone who's right, anyone who's conservative, Republican. I just think it's this really far right group, and obviously there's the far left. They're doing their own shit, but they believe that Trump is correct even when he's wrong, that he's not lying even when he goes against his own statements, that whatever they want to believe is true and whatever they don't want to believe is fabricated. I mean, Trump could literally say something and they'll be like, oh, he didn't say that. They, like, you know, made a fake video of him saying that. And so how do you deal with that when people are living in a fictitious world? You can't use fact or logic against that because there's no fact or logic being used by them. It's like insisting that the earth is flat, you know?
How did they even get to that point? Like, what happened? Be like,
Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode.
Episode 9 coming next week.
We got a special guest coming on.
Special guest. We played Halo.
We fought some Covenant. We did our best.
We fought aliens.
We fought the good fight. And there's a burger review.
Burger review coming to the
film
channel.
Coming soon.
The Bully. Love you guys. Subscribe.
See you next
Tell all
time.
your moms, your grandmas,
GSP
aunts, cousins, you know.
Tonight. Signing. Oh,